Hello everyone, so I'm back this time with the big guns. No more messing around. Let's get the ball rolling. So I'm not going to waste your time with the different parts of the Mbira Dzavadzimu because it's exactly the same as the Nyunga Mbira. So you can just go and watch Mbira lesson 1 and you get more information there. So we'll get to the playing right after we check the differences between the Nyunga Mbira and the Mbira Dzavadzimu. So the first difference is the Mbira Dzavadzimu has more notes, which gives it a higher dynamic range. So what that means is the difference between the lowest note of the Mbira and the highest note is very big difference, which also means you can do more things on the Mbira Dzavadzimu compared to the Nyunga Mbira. The second thing is the note layout, which is more convenient and more intuitive compared to the Nyunga Mbira. And let me explain why. So the first thing that makes the Mbira Dzavadzimu more convenient is if you look at the right side of the Mbira there is a hole which is designed such that the pinky finger goes inside and then the other two fingers go around the Mbira to support the weight from behind, and this causes the thumb to be placed in such a way that it plays the notes from the top while the forefinger plays the notes on the right hand side but from the bottom. So that makes it easier for you to be able to play more than one note on the Mbira using one hand, and those are chords. So it's easier for you to play chords, and it's also easier for you to play one note multiple times quickly, since you'll be able to use two fingers compared to if you just are forced to use one finger for all the notes. The notes on the left hand are also conveniently placed so that it's easy for you to play octaves. So what that means is, you remember when we talked about the major scale, it's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So you see there are two doors there, the do at the beginning and the do at the end. So on the Mbira Dzavadzimu, those two doors, which are in different octaves, are placed closer to each other so that you can play them quickly like this. So what makes it intuitive is the arrangement of the notes. So if you look at the arrangement of the notes, they are placed linearly like the marimba. And also, by the way, marimba lesson 3 is coming, so subscribe for you to not miss that. So they're laid out linearly, and that makes it easier for you to predict what the next note could sound like, and makes it easier for you to build melodies using the Mbira Dzavadzimu, or come up with your own things, meaning like to improvise. So in case you understand how the numbered notation works, this is the popular note layout of the Mbira Dzavadzimu, and you can take a screenshot of this so that you can refer to it later. And in case you don't understand what's going on here, it means maybe you just started from this episode, so go back to Mbira lesson 1 and start from there and everything will make sense. So let's go to how you play the instrument now, and the first song we're going to look at is called Tondo Bayana, and I'll leave a link in the description, but it's just a previous video I uploaded. It's just me playing Tondo Bayana so that you get a better idea of how the song works before we start. But that's for next week. For this week we want to go back to the basics, and I came up with 3 exercises that I think are important for you to get started. First exercise, on the right hand, your thumb should be able to play all the right side notes, as well as the forefinger should also be able to play all the right side notes. Second exercise are chords, which will be 2 notes at a time, either leaving 1 note in the middle or leaving 2 notes in the middle. The third exercise is on the left hand, and what you're doing here is just playing octaves from 1 to 6. And The number 5 has 3 octaves there. So in the exercise, you just play them all together. All the 3 octaves are on the left hand. So you can play all the 3 octaves using your left hand thumb. And I know, you want to be able to play the Mbira very quickly, but these basics will allow you to be able to play any future songs that you are going to learn so much easier and so much faster, because your fingers would already be used to the movements and they will be already finding it easy to reach all the notes on the Mbira easier, right? So I'll see you next week for the next Mbira episode. Wash out!